The latest information on Tesla versus BYD. North America, November 16, 2022, Wednesday. 1. Tesla said that it will build a gigafactory in Nevada, to deliver semi-electric trucks on December 1. 2. Tesla wins in China. In May 2021, Mr. Wen, the owner of the Zhengzhou car, claimed that the Tesla Model X he bought for $1.5 million suddenly slowed down while driving at high speed, and the brakes failed. The owner wanted Tesla to admit that there was a problem with the brake system and apologize to him. Recently, the case was pronounced in favor of Tesla. The People's Court of Guangqinghui District, Zhengzhou City, Hunan Province found that Mr. Wen's remarks had infringed on Tesla Motors, Beijing, company's right of reputation. The court ruled that Mr. Wen had to publicly apologize to Tesla in Hunan Legal News and pay 10,000 yuan in compensation. 3. Buffett partner Munger praised Musk and Tesla. Tesla is a small miracle that changed the global transportation market. Berkshire Hathaway vice chairman and Buffett partner Munger Global said in an interview with CNBC, Tesla, TSLA.O, is operating very successfully and is a minor miracle that has changed the global transportation market. Munger also said that Tesla is different from Bitcoin and is a positive contribution to modern civilization, and the achievements of Tesla CEO Musk are beyond the reach of many people. 4. Some new information about Tesla China. 1. Orders. In the 3 months of July, August and September this year, more than 30,000 but less than 40,000 new orders were added every month, and more than 80,000 new orders were added in October, of which after the price cut was announced on October 24, more than 50,000 orders were added. After the announcement of insurance subsidies on November 8, orders did not increase much. This measure is mainly to promote delivery. Orders in November were not as good as in October, mainly due to the impact of the epidemic. More than 10,000 new orders were placed a week, and 70,000 new orders are expected in November as a whole. At present, China's domestic Tesla has 110,000 undelivered orders in hand, and 40,000 to 50,000 orders in hand at the end of September. The order is valid for 180 days, and the normal pickup rate is 70%. In October, 17,000 vehicles were delivered in China, and the domestic delivery target in the fourth quarter is 120,000 vehicles. This year, 250,000 vehicles are expected to be exported. Next year, Tesla's global sales target is 2.2 million vehicles, of which 1 million vehicles will be produced in Shanghai, China, including exports. 2. Stores. There are now more than 200 stores across the country. At the beginning, supermarkets were built to attract traffic and increase brand exposure. Later, when the popularity was sufficient, some supermarkets were closed and service centers began to be built. The cost of supermarkets is too high, and they do not have after-sales delivery functions, only display and sales functions, and some will be closed in the future. Now there are 4 kinds of stores: supermarket stores, service centers, pre-sales and after-sales, delivery centers, only responsible for vehicle delivery, and body painting centers, cooperative. 3. The impact of Tesla's price reduction on competitors. SEAL's overall discount is 4,000 to 5,000 yuan. Some regions of Qin plus DMI have started a 1 yuan package policy. Xiaoping's price reduction is 14,000 to 20,000 except for G9, and Wenjie terminal drop 8,000. The manufacturer tacitly agrees that the dealer can drop another 8,000. 5. BYD withdrew the spin-off and listing plan of BYD semiconductor branch. In order to speed up the construction of wafer production capacity, the company comprehensively considered the industry development situation and future business strategic positioning, and made overall arrangements for business development and capital operation planning. Listed on the GEM of the Shenzhen Stock Exchange and withdrew the relevant listing application documents. The company will speed up related investment and production expansion, and when the relevant investment and production expansion is completed and the conditions are ripe, the company will choose an opportunity to start the spin-off and listing of BYD Semiconductor again. 6. Industry insiders broke the news that BAIC is negotiating cooperation with BYD and intends to adopt a complete set of solutions for electric vehicles provided by BYD. BYD will provide a complete set of power systems, and BAIC will outsource third-party software. From the perspective of BYD, when BYD released e-Platform 3.0 in 2021, it was clear from the beginning of development that the platform is an open and shared platform. At present, the open field has expanded to include vehicle structure, chassis and suspension. The power system, auxiliary and automatic driving and other fields have a complete set of solutions, and all of them have reserved technical interfaces for full or partial purchase by other car companies. In the future, BYD will not only target China's Toyota in the field of complete vehicles, but will also become China's Bosch and Magna in the core technology platform of components. In discussing cooperation with BAIC, in addition to the small sales of BAIC's new energy business, which cannot pose a threat to BYD's electric vehicles, on the other hand, it is possible to export some of the 3 electric platform technology to BAIC to dilute R&D costs and achieve economies of scale. 7. New energy car companies may be making strategic adjustments, and they are taking a dual technology route, hybrid heavy + pure electric. Due to the high lithium price, car companies are mainly promoting hybrid models. The amount of lithium used in hybrid models has been greatly reduced. Lithium salt, the demand will drop sharply, and the price of lithium salt will drop. 8. Recently, BYD announced its ultra-high-end brand to look up to. On the eve of the release of its first ultra-high-end hardcore off-road vehicle, BYD intensively announced several extremely unusual technological invention patents, which seems to indicate the prospect of BYD after the brand upgrade. 1. The patent that can turn around in situ. 2. Patent for floating driving. 3. Patent for all-solid-state lithium battery. 4. Patent for new hybrid power system. 9. Recently, BYD CEO Wang Chuanfu revealed that BYD will use disruptive technologies and products to build a brand new million-level high-end brand Yangwang, which will officially release its first model in the first quarter of 2023. In addition to looking up to the brand, BYD will also launch a very professional and personalized new brand in 2023 to meet the increasingly prominent individual needs of consumers, build and create together with users, and openly recruit excellent dealers for the whole market join. 10. In the second week of November, BYD sold 22,000 PHEVs and 18,800 BEVs. This trend will last for a long time. Among the PHEVs, the total number of Song series is 12,000 units, which is the current main delivery force. The number of Dolphins is 5,200, accounting for 27% of pure electric vehicles. The number of Seals is 1,950, which is slightly lower than the 2,316 units of Han EVs. At present, BYD's insurance data is continuously lower than the wholesale volume. It is possible that these cars have not been delivered to customers in the 4S store. 11. Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway Company's latest third-quarter position report, 13F, shows that during the reporting period, it bought 60.1 million ADSs of TSMC, the world's largest chip manufacturer, with a market value of $4.1 billion. This news ignited the semiconductor investment enthusiasm of A-shares today. The CSI Semiconductor Index rose 6.68%, and the semiconductor and component sectors led the market to rush to the 3,100-point mark. Buffett has always liked to buy consumer companies with abundant cash flow, such as Coca-Cola and Kraft Foods. However, as Berkshire's funds grew larger and larger, Buffett bought Apple at the age of 86 and began to embrace technology stocks. In 5 years, his book showed floating profits more than $100 billion. Now at the age of 92, he bought TSMC in a big way, and bought TSMC into Berkshire's 10th largest holding in one fell swoop. The market will wait and see whether this will become another classic investment of the stock god. The sword is not old. On the other hand, BYD, another star company Buffett invested in, is on Buffett's sell list, which is thought-provoking. Hong Kong Stock Exchange documents show that Berkshire Hathaway reduced its holdings of more than 5.78 million BYD shares at $196 Hong Kong dollars and 99 cents on November 8, reducing its shareholding ratio to 16.62%. Since August this year, Buffett has accumulated BYD 4 times, with a total cash of about 9.638 billion Hong Kong dollars. From a fundamental point of view, TSMC achieved revenue of 613.14 billion new Taiwan dollars, approximately 139 billion renminbi, in the third quarter, a year-on-year increase of 47.9%. Net profit was 280.87 billion new Taiwan dollars, an increase of 79.7% year-on-year. In addition, the company's gross profit margin in the single quarter of Q3 was 60.4%, which was higher than the previous gross profit margin guidance of 57.5% to 59.5%. TSMC's historical median fair value is 19.7 times earnings, and it currently trades at 11.3 times earnings. Judging from the stock price trend, TSMC hit a stock price low in the past 2 years on November 3. At that time, the stock price had fallen by nearly 60% from the historical high in early January this year. Buffett's buying point is in line with Buffett's consistent investment philosophy of buying high-quality stocks at cabbage prices. In contrast to BYD, Buffett bought 225 million shares of BYD at 8 Hong Kong dollars per share in September 2008, holding 9.89% of the shares. In June of this year, BYD's market value once exceeded the trillion yuan mark, and Buffett's account profit exceeded 70 billion Hong Kong dollars. But at this time, Buffett began his journey to reduce his holdings of BYD. Thank you for reading, supporting, and subscribing so that we can continue to make better programs.